I'm Chris.
And we are GeekChic Promotions. Today we're coming at you a little earlier today, but we are super excited. So cheers to you.
That was workout, guys.
A little, as per usual, we had a few malfunctions in everything. I'm gonna turn down this light a little bit.
I feel like Dan's like blown out.
I'm so pale.
She reflects light.
Yeah,
guys.
I'm gonna adjust this slightly too. All right, I feel like okay.
Gosh.
So let us get this open. Let us share this places.
I don't even
and
remember
whatnot.
what we're talking about.
I know, just woo.
Right.
Goodness.
Yes, I do. I'm lying. I do know what we're talking about. So.
No, you're supposed to be muted.
And she's got the sound.
Hey. It's very.
All right.
Okay.
Why isn't us live coming up on YouTube?
I don't know. I can't see the comment. There we go.
All right. I don't. Oh wait, is that no? Oh, here we are. Okay. Got
Okay.
it, guys. Got it. We're gonna get this down one of these years.
Yeah, we've only been doing this for
a million years.
a long time. But it's fine.
All right.
It's fine. We're all fine.
So, first of all, hi, and
happy Mother's Day Eve,
Yes.
everybody. So we want to talk about awesome mothers in culture.
Yep.
And like everyone's like, wait, how did, and then Chris is just like bam like Sarah Connor.
Yeah, Sarah Connor
Yes.
and Elastigirl and
Elastigirl.
Mother of Dragons.
Yes, well,
You know,
obviously. We
obviously,
can't, and
yeah.
then who else were we just talking about?
I said the alien and
Oh, yeah.
Which,
funny.
you know, hey, she's a mom, you know, and she has a big epic fight with, you know, Sigourney Weaver at the end.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, sadly she's called a bitch, but, you know.
But I mean,
Hey,
it's
she's
all
protecting
fair.
her babies.
Yeah,
it's all
everybody's
good.
just protecting their babies.
Protecting their babies.
One of the Mommy Mouse in Rats of Nim. Or no, Rats, right?
Yeah, no, they were my. But rats?
No, Secret of Nim. We really on this today. I thought it would be cool and use my iPad today. We're all over
No,
the place.
it feels like YouTube is like.
We're trying because
We're gonna
and then
watch.
game over. That counts.
It's true.
Does count.
Look at how we're getting frozen on YouTube. Just the guys, like, they pick the most unattractive pose of us to, like, freeze on.
I don't know.
Crappy internet. I'm just gonna.
I forgot. That's why we haven't been doing the
might
two
just
live
close
streams.
this laptop. I'm not gonna
Save us
look
a little
at
bit
it.
more.
I'm gonna concentrate on what's going on.
Yes.
So, anyway, I feel like there's really bad moms and there's really good moms, and one of the good moms is Sarah Connor.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. Like, man, guys, like she's giving birth to the guy who saves humanity. So,
Yep.
although I hear in the new movie, some things get rolled back. So,
Oh no.
but she's still
Shocker.
mom, and she's still amazing. And I also think that'll mom. And please feel free to chime in with moms that you think are great in pop culture.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think
Please do.
there was another mom that I was like, oh yeah, she's great.
Supernatural.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Spoilers. Oh.
Spoiler. Oh, that's all we'll say.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yep.
It's the guiding. It's like, or having an awesome mom that saves the day is usually like a driving force for a lot of the characters.
It's true. Or like the relationships with their mom, which cause them to go a little nuts, like Norman Bates.
That's a real life situation, which
Yeah.
seems like they're kind of going with the new Joker movie.
Oh really? They're doing. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the new Joker movie is the
That's
mom.
right. Oh, guys.
Hello, Joshua.
Josh.
What up? I can't see it on my screen.
We're having technical difficulties
that's
because we're
fine.
back at my place this
Yeah.
weekend. So
We'll try to find the I don't know why
we're
I
trying to
can't
figure
see.
it out. I closed down YouTube, so I know there's people watching on YouTube, but there were two when I shut my laptop. I'm hoping it's going well. But yeah.
I'm gonna write a comment, see if I can see it.
Hey. Ooh, Nick Murphy's watching. Hey, Nick.
Oh, what's up, Nick? We're just hanging out with you yesterday. Yes. Hi, Ariel.
So guys,
Good to see you.
give
Yes.
us some ideas of moms in pop culture that you think are amazing. Since we already talked about Sarah Connor and we talked about Elastigirl.
Oh, Joshua is grateful for us because he's reined in today in Houston.
Oh,
I'm so glad you could join
Raining
us.
in Houston.
Raining in Houston. What is
No.
happening?
Right?
Cats and dogs living together. Chaos. But yeah, I mean, there's always the Disney representation of moms and how it affects the kids is unfortunately losing the mom. But they're
The
all
mom and Dumbo.
I don't want. Like, which is the saddest of the movies that we can make a live action of?
I know, right? And then the mom and Bambi. Come on.
Come on.
Ooh, that's a trend.
Yeah. Well, no, there's a sad story of why for Disney.
Really?
Because he,
is it because of Walt Disney himself and his mom?
his parents.
Oh, yikes.
Do you know the story?
No.
I'm gonna tell a sad story. Sorry,
Okay,
guys.
Tell a sad story.
So
This is now
when
sad.
he
This is nerd sad. No longer
nerd whale.
Nerd weep.
So once Disney finally had like wealth and money, his first act was to buy his parents a house and put him in the house, and it was all so happy. But what they didn't know is that there was problems with the gas pipes, and it actually burst and killed his parents.
Oh my God.
So that's why all of his stories are. I mean, because it's also like a pretty known thing to use in storytelling of kind of forcing the character into becoming an adult, you know, of the coming of age
Right.
story. But that specifically, I'm not positive if it was both parents. Now that I'm thinking of it, but it was at least definitely his mom. So, wah, wah.
Well, on that note,
But awesome moms, guys.
how about Sarah Connor?
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Hi. Oh, the mom in Brave was
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Good
Okay.
call.
Yes.
Like, yes, so
Also, you know who else was great?
yeah.
Caitlin Stark.
Caitlin Stark was awesome.
Yup.
I mean, to be fair, Cersei's the one thing she's good at is being a mom.
With horrible, horrible children.
Horrible children. Horrible
Well, I guess like
incest bred children.
was it like Tomas? Is that one of her kids? That was the nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's the one who killed him.
Just leaped out of a window. Well, I mean, who can blame him?
laughing?
I'm laughing like a maniac at that. That's horrible, guys. I'm sorry. But what I was thinking of was basically he was the only good kid in a horrible, horrible family.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you do that? Especially because you're being manipulated by your would-be wife.
And then your mom.
And then your mom.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Good game, guys. Good game.
Awesome.
Well played. Game of Thrones. But yeah, just obviously moms are great, and moms don't always.
What about Rosemary from Rosemary's Baby?
Oh Jesus! All right.
I
was trying to go in like a bright direction. Chris is like, let's just bring it right back down again.
I know, I'm like Norman Bates' mom.
Yeah.
And now I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm going there, guys. It's kind
Moms
of.
are great, and it doesn't always have to be biological. Like some of my favorite moms. Oh,
okay.
wait, go ahead.
He was talking about Carol from The Walking Dead. But what about
yeah.
what's her face, Rick's wife, who died? Okay, who. Literally the worst mom
She's really
I
bad
feel
mom.
like in history.
She's pretty bad
because she
mom.
was like, oh, I'm just gonna take a bunch of morning after pills to get rid of this baby. Also, the meme, where's Carl? Because she never kept an eye on her freaking
Coral.
kid. Where's Coral? Coral. Yeah. And then not only that, but then after she dies, she like haunts Rick as a ghost, like for forever. God, she was the worst. She's the worst mom.
So
Lori
Rick
Grimes.
doesn't really
Thank
know
you.
what we're trying to do on this episode. We're trying to rave about awesome mothers, and we just went into a dark, because we can't be nice on this show, obviously. Like we start drinking wine, and then we just get awful. Like that's how we roll. I was going to mention moms that aren't necessarily biological, because like in Shazam, I absolutely loved the foster mom and foster dad. They were fantastic.
Yes, they were
Like-
great. Actually, those are very beautiful people. Yes,
Right?
you're right.
They're absolutely beautiful. You're like, those are actually.
I feel horrible now. I'm gonna overcompensate to make up for it.
Oh, that's right. Michonne is also a mom now.
Mm.
That's right. I mean, she was a mom before, but lost the child. Right?
I was thinking, I'm like, Michonne, oh yeah, isn't she in, well, she's in the Avengers.
Yes, she
Black
is.
Panther.
Yes, she is. Oh, Black Panther's mom. Awesome mom.
Yes! Angela Bassett.
Who should have been Storm. I'm still going to put that out there.
Agreed.
Period.
Agreed. Angela Bassett was a great mom in Black Panther.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, she was.
She was very supportive even after she lost her husband.
Oh, what about in Independence Day, the mom and that, Will Smith's wife who had a kid before.
Oh, right.
I can't even think of the
Wow.
actress's name. She's an awesome mom, and she fought hard for her kid. Like, she was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and by the way, like, it didn't click with me that...
Even Joshua was like, oh yeah, I forgot about T'Challa's mom.
Yeah, I know. It was like, it didn't click with me that Michonne was actually in Black Panther, because they're such vastly different characters that I did not connect it to. And I was like, I thought she looked familiar, but I was like, she's just awesome looking. Like, that's all I thought. And then I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah.
She's really quite wonderful.
Yes.
Quite wonderful.
I enjoy her.
Yeah, so speaking of, I feel like we're ready to rage. So speaking of Game of Thrones and Mother of Dragons and all that kind of stuff, no spoilers, by the way. We're not going to spoil anything for Game of Thrones, but we are very curious of this new kind of fad, because it used to be the cool thing was like, I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Or I like the book better.
Oh, yeah. Well, guess what? We're off the books, motherfuckers.
And Dan's one of those that read the books, too.
I did not read the book going on.
I think I made it halfway through the first one, and it's still on my Kindle. And if I have nothing else to read on a plane, I'll dig it up. But
Well, most people feel that it's, who read the books
have to
are
get into
like,
it.
the shows are easier because you can see the faces of the characters instead of like this name, this name, this name, this name, this name. It's really hard to like keep it all together. And there's this weird fad of people hating the season.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, guys, it's for stupid reasons.
Yep.
Like, it was too dark. Turn up your TV. Like,
I want to say that, like, Ruthann and I didn't have that
Didn't have any problem.
Like, we were here, and we had closed all of the blinds and shut off all the lights. And
as you do when you watch movies.
Yes, and we had zero issues seeing anything.
Marcus, but then I just realized that he has to wear glasses when driving at night. So, haha, Marcus. You couldn't see because of your night glasses, old man.
Oh.
Anyways, just gonna wait until we cut. It's like, but there's that. There's like people just getting up in arms about stuff and being like, "This season is so bad."
Like the slow episodes, like when there's just
They're
not
not
fight.
slow.
Oh my God, so much is happening.
There's so much going on.
They're wrapping up everybody.
Yeah. And we
So-
only have 2 episodes left. And the thing is, guys, you don't know if this, you don't know how it's going to end. There could be a big twist that we don't see coming.
I think
and
there's
even if
gonna
there's
be.
not, I'm just super happy with this. I'm fine. Like, there's of
Which
course
kinda leaves
always
me-
like little bits, but there's out of any show of any episode ever. Like, you're like, I kind of wish that they had done something a little different. All right.
I think there's always going to be haters no matter what. Like for every show that's out there that's super popular.
Sorry, I have to also, Joshua just mentioned one of the best mothers is Alana from Saga. Good call, sir. Good call. That's an awesome book. I'm like 1 book behind. It's so good.
I am only on the 2nd book right now.
Yeah, Casey agrees with us, is that doesn't understand the Game of Thrones hate this season. It's great character interaction.
Yes.
Exactly.
I feel like they're really tying up everything, and it's coming around full circle.
Yeah.
Like they're true to everyone, and none of it's been like kind of force fed to us. The ones that don't have how they would have done it, what they would have liked to have seen. But you're not gonna make everybody happy 100% of the time. But
it's also understandable of the person who might have accidentally left it on set, because when you're doing that many shots, that many setups, and you don't know what's on camera and what's not, and the actors are, acting. They're kind of saw it and I was like, no, that couldn't be what I thought it was, and I got distracted by the rest of the episode. And either way, it's fine. But you know what's funny is somebody started going back and finding other times that characters were barely kind of sort of holding and hiding their coffee cups or whatever.
Really?
Because they're on set for 14 hours. You gotta get your caffeine fix.
Yeah, and also it's cold.
Yeah, and it's cold.
I'm excited because at the end of the year, I'm going to Ireland, and I am going on the Game of Thrones tour, and I'm going to see Winterfell, and I'm going to see where all those scenes were shot. And
I'm just gonna stalk her.
Freaking amazing.
It's gonna be awesome, and you're also gonna see the WB lot for Harry Potter out in England.
Gonna do that shit too. It's gonna be awesome.
You're not messing
Getting
around.
my nerd on.
Get in your
Going
nerd on,
around,
girl.
Doing a tour.
Get it.
Doing
Get it.
a nerd tour.
Nerd.
That's what I'm doing. That's right, guys.
That's right. That's how we roll as grown-ass adults.
Mm-hmm.
We drink wine and rage about nerd stuff.
I was about to say, we drink and we know things.
And we drink and we nerd rage.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should probably make that t-shirt. Wanted, because like obviously we all love the dire wolves. We wanted more interaction with the dire wolves.
They were like, why didn't you? Well, it's expensive.
It's expensive,
guys. Did you
and also
know how much was each
they're
episode's
real
cost?
wolves. Like they're not.
Oh.
They take wolves and then they just like, I mean, not like on the loose wolves. They're actually like fairly trained, as much as you can train a feral wolf. But like then they have to like enlarge it and then like do this, and like when they can't.
Also, what does that contribute to the episode?
It's just, I don't know. I guess.
Like, oh, we need to see Rob like pet his head and show affection or something, or like
they're in the middle of
It's
a
like,
battle. Like
why?
I don't.
Like,
I don't know.
just-
It's just, and then to blow it just way out of proportion.
Yeah, to like point out.
And blow it out of proportion
Right?
of like whatever. Oh, hey Eric! Glad you could join us early. We're talking about Game of Thrones and how everybody's like hating it right now. I don't get it. So Joshua says, what else could possibly be better than hitting up some wine and nerding the hell out? I don't know.
That's
That's why we do it every week.
every week. This is really an excuse.
It's really, yeah, it honestly, like, we would do this anyways, but now there's cameras so that
but
you
now
guys
we
can join
interact with
us too. Yay! We can all be nerdy and rage together.
Yes, and I honestly, like this, didn't this happen with, happened with something else, like where people were like hating on everyone for it?
Yeah,
Now I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember what it was either. And here's the thing, guys, just, I don't know, stop watching it. That's what speaking of.
No one's gonna stop watching it. They're gonna finish it out and they're gonna hate watch
Yeah,
it.
just,
Yeah, they're gonna hate watch
Like-
it. And they're gonna bitch about every episode. Like, and if it's good, they won't say a word.
yeah, exactly.
They'll just be quiet about it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
First season of Star Trek Discovery, I didn't like, and I would talk about why I didn't like it, but it was for very, like, I don't know, just specific reasons throughout the whole thing, but, like, it wasn't just like, he didn't pet his dog. What?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, and I feel like if you're gonna bitch about a dog being pet, if you're gonna bitch about,
It's too dark.
yeah, it's too dark, a Starbucks cup being left on a table that no one caught.
All right, so George is still saying John should have definitely pet Ghost goodbye. You say wolf, I say big puppy. Yes and no, because like,
Well, we talked about this on Game of Theories.
yes.
That we did. And honestly, you were like, I think he should be let go and be free. Like, and I
Yeah.
was like, I don't understand why. I think they just wanted to get rid of it so they wouldn't have to CGI anything anymore.
Let me retcon the reason, Chris. He just didn't want him to battle anymore.
Yes, that's the reason.
Yes,
And I
it
was
had
like,
nothing
but
to
when
do
you
with the
want
TV
it-
show and its
like,
budget.
I'm sorry, but an owner does not give away its pet. Okay? Like, they're part of the family. You don't go like, oh, just go off and like run free in the snow. They're in the snow. They're at Winterfell.
They're in North.
My God. He doesn't need to like, he's got all the space
That's
he
true. He
needs.
could have just said like, hey, you stay at Winterfell, I'm gonna go do a thing. Stay.
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 I'm gonna go battle Cersei.
Yeah.
BRB.
But okay, so yeah, that is something that's like frustrating. We kind of wish was done differently, but that doesn't mean we hate the show.
Oh, I don't like the show.
Do you know
I'm
what I
sad.
mean? Like,
I heard that there's 2 other Game of Thrones series in production.
yes.
2.
What could the second one be? Because I know they're doing a prequel season or a prequel show.
I don't know. That's just
Just
what
focusing on Bran, just
Where he's just like
the
staring
entire
at everyone.
show. So I think I told you this off screen, and I think this is a really interesting like fact that somebody told me that his very distant look, since he's become the Three-Eyed
Oh,
Raven,
yeah.
he won't wear contacts while he's acting, so he literally can't see anybody. Like he just sees blobs, and he kind of just sort of looks in that
Because all of us
direction.
who wear contacts can attest
Yeah,
to it.
like I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Where I wake up in the morning and literally everything's a blob.
Like, yeah, like right now I'm not wearing my glasses because they're too shiny. I'm like, and then he said, what? Okay, wait, hold on.
we didn't even talk about Bulma yet, especially
Oh.
this rendition.
I know. Thank you, Joshua. I was gonna bring up Bulma as one of my
forgot
favorite
you were a
moms.
mom.
I was a mom.
Oh, yeah.
Bulma's the best mom.
And then he was like a really old kid too, and that was weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, he's going to when we what's that? Anyways, but yes, you're completely right. When we were talking about awesome moms, I didn't bring up Bulma because
It's weird.
Well, I just anyone more Dragon Ball Z talk, and this one might actually explode.
I like it. It's fine.
But yes, Bulma, awesome mom. Savior of the world, just saying. Anyways. But, okay, so I think this hate of the Game of Thrones season so far that's been, like, rampant on the internet, I feel like it has nothing to do with actual Game of Thrones. It's just people wanting to have that extra snooty, like, up on people. Do you know what I mean?
I also think it's, like, they're kind of, like, low-key sad that, like, the series is ending, and so they're mad. Like, they want to take it out on the series.
Also,
like, nothing good is happening.
Yeah.
I need action every single episode. Oh, it's ending.
Well, no, and that's a good point, because like we waited a very long time for the season, and it's the end, and it's only 6 episodes. You know, so I feel like there's a lot of like, well, I already hate it because it's not like what I want it to be. I want it to be another 12 episodes, whatever. So I feel like that could also have part of it. Yes. Thank you, Joshua. That's all I'll say.
We're not going to acknowledge any more comments about Bulma.
Because she will
Putting that
actually
out there. And don't make me into the
Speaking
bad
of-
person about this either. You guys have no idea. You have no idea.
I do. I talk about Dragon Ball Z a lot.
She's wearing earrings.
I am.
See?
And
Can't get away from it.
Can't.
It's always
can't.
around me.
It's always around
Always.
you. And I got the tattoo too, so now you can't escape.
Anyway,
Anyways.
what would happen if I got a Dragon Ball Z tattoo?
Oh my
Would
god.
it blow your mind?
I would be so. It would be great too, because you wouldn't even know what the tattoo was.
Nope. And then I'd purposely act like a moron whenever anybody asked me about it. I was like, this isn't what? This isn't Dragon Ball Z.
It's just a sparkly ball. What? It
Troll the
has-
fans. Hardcore. At every opportunity.
This is why we're friends. Anywho.
Mother's Day.
Yes, Mother's Day, and also like the hate towards Game of Thrones. It just I feel like it is that kind of hipster thing of like, because it went from we don't watch it, and then it became so popular that people were like, well, I have to watch it. I have to be a part of this social like phenomenon that happens, because Game of Thrones has changed TV forever.
I actually do know people who started watching Game of Thrones just right now. I have a couple friends who started with season 1 and they managed to plow through to season 4 by the time it started, and they're recording the current season, hoping to catch up. So they watch like 3 to 4 episodes a day, and they're just like trying to catch up because everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone is, and you're kind of like missing out if it like is it really that good? Maybe I should watch it. Like I don't
Man,
know.
you can't catch
It's
up
a
on
lot.
7 seasons that
It's
quick.
a lot.
And like,
Everyone who was talking about it, we were like, okay, in the middle, it gets a little slow. You're gonna have to hang in there.
you are, but also it's heartbreaking.
Yes, it is.
From
And
the
you're
end
gonna
of
like
the first
every
season-
character you love is gonna be gone, and like, oh
And
my
not
god, and you're gonna
in a
hate it, and you're gonna want to
fluffy
stop
way.
watching, and like, oh my
Oh.
god, and
After
I
the
remember-
Red Wedding, I had a
remember you. You were like, you're
breakdown.
like, I'm stopping. I'm not watching this anymore. This is stupid.
I was so angry. I still to this day, if we had filmed my breakdown, we would be YouTube stars right now, because I was
remember this.
I was going to be on set for a period piece
Yes.
the next day, so I had my hair. This is when I had a bob cut, and I had my hair in curlers, and I'm literally like, I look like I'm in the 1950s. I had like a nightgown on because I was like, I'm gonna just like, as soon as it's done, I'm going to bed. And you know, the people that had read the books knew it was coming, and were like watching like everybody's reactions,
Snarkily
specifically
were like,
mine. But specifically mine, as you all, yes, I would love some more wine as I tell
gonna
this
pour some
story.
more wine.
So, they were watching, of course, my reaction, because I react very aggressively to everything, as you all know. So I was stone, like no reaction, just staring at the screen until like, as soon as it went, you know, into credits, which I think that episode there was no music. It was like just silence. It was awful. And all I did was stand up and go to bed. And like everybody was silent because they weren't sure like what my reaction was or what was going on. And my boyfriend at the time came to come to bed as well, because he's like, I guess it's bedtime. I don't know what's happening. And I think he got in bed and he breathed wrong. And I was like, that was the stupidest thing ever. They like are awful to their fans. That's just not right. You don't do that. Like, that is just terrible. terrible TV, and just like was just ranting and ranting and ranting.
And I
and
remember
ranting.
she posted on Facebook the next day, like, I am done! I am not watching anymore.
Burn,
Ah.
burn. Like I was so done. Of course, as soon as the next episode or season started, I was like,
Yeah, I'm gonna watch.
Go
But
on.
also, Walking Dead. Like, legit, same thing.
well, okay. Here's the difference. I feel
Except,
like
I did watch. Stop watching.
I 100%. And, and like we were talking about earlier, how we feel like these Game of Thrones people who are like, we hate Game of Thrones, blah, blah, blah. Like just stop watching. I stopped watching Walking Dead, even though it was not. It definitely wasn't the huge like impact that Game of Thrones is. But also, we got to talk about the fact that major networks and major news sites are spoiling the shit
Yes!
out of it. Like they
Oh my
start
God.
posting these
Yes.
articles the next
Immediately.
morning.
And the headlines are like spoiling everything, and you're like, what
and
is
you can't say spoilers if the headline gives it away or if the picture does. Like it's crazy.
And also, I think, like, you know, telling people to stay off social media if they don't want it spoiled, like, is ridiculous
Yeah.
when you're doing it right after.
And
It's
also, like, a
I'm
lot of
not,
our
like,
jobs have to do with social media. Like, I can't stay off of Facebook.
Right.
Like, I have to be on there. So there's some really interesting points here. So Casey says, honestly, I think a lot of people forget that the writers have been creating the story for the past couple seasons. Can you imagine if Tolkien never finished Lord of the Rings and Peter Jackson had to improvise the end of the films? Or J.K. Rowling, petered out on finishing Harry Potter and they gave... I totally agree because, like, yes, they did get where kind of he wanted the story to go, but they are, I don't know if you know this, and maybe it was you who told me this, that the was actually the TV writers. That was not.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah,
and
I mean, like,
honestly,
good-
I thought it
good
started
on them.
getting better after the TV writers took over.
I agree because it could move. It could actually move in a pace.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
It wasn't, and they weren't killing off everybody at every opportunity. We're like, just when you think like, oh my God, like all my favorite characters are dead. It's like, okay, well, thank God they didn't kill off the Stark kids, you know, because geez, who was left at that point?
Well, not all the Stark kids.
You
They
know?
did kill quite a few.
Well,
I'm just saying.
they did.
Yeah.
But not all of them.
And then Joshua says, I feel for everyone who went through the Red Wedding after I went through the calm before this season of Walking Dead. I didn't deserve that. No
Nobody
fan deserves
deserves
it.
that.
Yeah, that's the thing that made me so angry. I'm like, how dare you do that to your fans? Like, I was
Like-
livid.
And at this point, I think it's like,
Of course, like watching.
it's becoming like a cool thing for writers to do that, where it's like, we're gonna kill off everybody you love, so be careful, don't start liking anybody because they could die. And it's kind
I
of
feel like Game of Thrones did it right, even though it was so heartbreaking because it made, like, afterwards, it made sense that that's how
it
they
did.
died.
It absolutely did.
Versus Walking Dead, after a while, started to become very, like, just for shock value.
Like,
and
you knew
also,
it was gonna happen because you were starting to grow attached to somebody, and you're
always
like,
that
oh God.
that
I'm like, well,
episode, they
that's
would
it,
do
they're
like
gone.
a very sweet 10 minutes
Yes.
of like, oh, this character is so wonderful. Listen to this pretty music, and they're so sweet, and everything is so lovely. Death, like every single
Yes,
time.
Exactly.
And then Ariel says, I haven't watched Walking Dead since the intro scene of Negan. I was too emotional about it. I had to disconnect. I need to go back now. So I actually didn't even make it to Negan, but I could totally see, like, because sometimes there's a show, like, that's kind of how I felt about even the first few seasons of Walking Dead. I'm like, I'm just watching a bunch of assholes like doing asshole things and then getting murdered horribly. Like, I have enough of that in real life. Like, I'm
I think
good.
I stopped watching after. Oh God, now I don't remember any characters' names. The really awesome guy that is still there.
You got this.
The rugged hillbilly guy. What is he?
You know what
I'm talking about.
Yes. From
This is always what happens to us.
because all
Every
of our
single time.
internet stuff is working to film us. We can't look it up.
So anyway,
Google.
him with the blonde.
Yes.
And
That's exactly when I stopped watching too.
That's when I stopped
was the beginning of that
watching.
season because it was
Yeah.
him and also like
They were, like,
the
forming
Michonne
this
character with
relationship.
like those articles went their view count up right away when talking about Game of Thrones. Yeah, because they start spoiling stuff and it's just awful.
Yep.
So George says, I get what you're saying about the shock value about killing off main characters, and now TV writers are using that as a crutch. Agreed. I do feel like even though Walking Dead had a rhythm of killing off characters pretty well before Game of Thrones came around. I kind of feel like, and again, I haven't read all the comic books of Walking Dead, so perhaps this was already like laid out in the comic books. But the way they did it on the TV show, it just became way too obvious when a character was about to die.
Yes.
Versus Game of Thrones, it came out like, I mean, obviously for the people that read the books, they knew the Red Wedding was coming. But it took hearing the music start to play and then like her seeing that one dude with a sword and you're like, no! And it was way worse than you thought it was going to be.
Anyway, okay, we gotta wrap up.
Oh, yes.
We've run
Sorry.
way over time.
Oh, did we?
Yes, we did.
We loved nerd raging and whatnot. So
right.
next week we aren't going to be able to be live. Sorry. This lovely lady is going to be at Comic-Con Revolution in Ontario,
Right.
California. If you've never been to that show and you're a Southern Californian, you need to go. It's actually
It's
one of
gonna
my
be amazing.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite cons ever. Unfortunately, I can't go because I'm going to be in Vegas for a Diamond Retailer Summit. So sounds very stuffy, but I'm very excited. But you need to go to
stop by.
CCR.
Say hi to me.
Yes, say hi.
You'll
she
see
has
me.
an amazing programming and panels set
Creator
up for the entire
Summit, kids
it's
programming,
awesome.
Transformers 35th anniversary, all sorts of great. Awesome
Yes,
stuff.
it's really awesome.
Yes.
I love that show. And
Peter
Ontario,
Cullen, guys.
Peter Cullen.
Optimus Prime. Google it. Skeletor.
Skeletor.
Anyway,
Come in, King Randor, you royal boob.
gonna be great.
You guys need to go. And for anybody in LA, it's Ontario, California sounds far. It's basically Long Beach.
Yeah,
it's like
it really is. It's like an
maybe
hour out.
45 minutes
Yeah.
on like a good day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So please go. We love you guys. We have pre-recorded our stuff for
next week, so you'll see that.
Yes, and tomorrow we'll be watching the second to last episode of Game of Thrones, and we will be recording our Game of Theories to air on Monday morning.
Correct.
So if you are up to date on Game of Thrones, we tried not to spoil anything on this episode. Sorry if we did. But Red Wedding spoilers. So please join us for Game of Theories and then next week for our Nerd Rage.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you
Love
then,
you
guys.
See you later.